All right, so now that we are able to create our new Pokemon detail objects for each Pokemon in the array, we want to, first of all, return that here. After that, we want to go up here where we were fetching all of them one at a time, and we want to add those to our Pokemon detail array. So we'll say Pokemon detail array.push Pokemon detail, because now it's being returned here, but it doesn't like that because it says it's a promise. So we need to await this first. And now we should have everything here. Now we'll return Pokemon detail array, and this will return all of our Pokemon as a list of Pokemon detail objects. And we could even declare that explicitly here if we wanted to. We could say Pokemon detail array. So, does not refer to promise compatible constructor value. Oh, it wants me to put promise and this here. I think this is what it's. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I don't need to put that. I just wanted to show you that in functions you can declare the return type as well if you want to be very explicit with your typing. Sometimes you do need to do that, like we had to do with the styling. But in this case, it's okay. It'll figure it out. So it's going to return a promise that's going to be a list of all of the Pokemon details. So now if we return to page, we're calling that here, and we're calling it when Pokemon array updates. So we need to create a new use state variable called Pokemon detail array, set Pokemon detail array. And it's going to be the same thing, except for the typing is going to be Pokemon detail instead. So I need to import that typing here, Pokemon detail. And so this is essentially going to be Pokemon detail array, set Pokemon detail array. And instead of just fetching, what I want to do is I want to set Pokemon detail array to this being fetched. But this doesn't work because this is a promise. If we remember, it's a promise. So I need to do it in the other order. I need to do dot then, like I did here, and do the same exact thing. Treat it like a promise. And then we're going to do set Pokemon detail array to the content that's returned. So whatever gets returned from this is going to be set to Pokemon detail array. Now, instead of passing, now this is a good example of these not needing to actually match here. So my headers, I need to update my headers to have the info that I want it to have. So for example, actually come on. I need to create a new type here for my headers. So I have Pokemon headers, so I want to create a new type. That's going to be Pokemon detail headers, which is going to extend Pokemon headers. And all of these are just going to be string instead. And now I can import that last type, Pokemon detail headers, and I can make this one into Pokemon detail headers, and it's missing a bunch of stuff, so we're gonna update all of it. So it's missing like abilities, and we'll say abilities. It's missing types. Just gonna, types. Get types. Let me save this so it can, there we go. Order, so it's just gonna be order, or we'll call it maybe number. Usually it'll be like number like that. Doesn't like order there. String, oh. I'm sorry, let me update this. I need to change all of these to string. There should be no numbers here. String, because these are just the headers. So the headers are all strings. String, okay, there we go. Go back to here, order number, and mouse over this, let us know what we're missing. Wait, height. What else are we missing? Image. What would the header be for image? Maybe just image. That's fine for now. We can fix that later. Is that it? That's it. So now we got all the properties. Now let's rearrange, put them in the correct order. Height, okay, good. Put those near the top. Abilities here, here. Name, order, types. Types will go here. And I think that's the right order. Okay, so we got our headers now. And I'm passing my headers into here, but it shouldn't actually like this because it should want a Pokemon details header. So over here, I'm going to change both of these actually. I no longer need the normal Pokemon. I need Pokemon detail and Pokemon detail headers. And we're going to update this to Pokemon detail headers. And we're going to update this to Pokemon detail. It's going to be a list of Pokemon detail. Now here, I want to put these in the correct order for how I want them to be. So the first thing I probably want is the number, which will be the order, props.headers.order. Okay, so we want the order, the name, maybe the image next. So the image is actually going to be kind of interesting here. For now, we'll just put the image URL, and then I'll come back and fix that later so it can actually display the image. And then the name, and I don't actually want to display the URL anymore. So the next one probably would be types. And then maybe abilities. And then height and weight. Now if I save this, I have an error here. Where's the error? In here? Okay. So it wants me to pass in, so I'm going to pass in the Pokemon detail array now, which matches the typing that it wants. And right now it's not going to look exactly right, but it's close. First, we do have all the headers correct here, which is nice. I've got all the headers in the right spot. The image is not the correct, oh, I mean, that should be the URL. Oh, okay. This has nothing to do with what we're doing. Okay. So let's go back over here now, and we want to update our table. The stuff that we're mapping, we want it to be the same as this stuff. So what I'm going to do is actually grab all of this stuff out here, and I'm going to put it into here. And I'm going to change the word headers into Pokemon. Oh, sorry, I don't need props anymore. I just need Pokemon. Because I'm mapping the Pokemon array and I'm running this once for each Pokemon in the array. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, come on. All right, so now we can see we actually do have all of the stuff that we need. The problem is that, first of all, our arrays are being kind of merged together, and we want a space between them. So we can use a specific function for that. Actually, let's do that in the next video. So I have all the info that I want, but I want to clean everything up. I want to display the artwork. I want it to look better. So why is that? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's interesting. I don't know why the order is not correct there. Maybe it's not supposed to be order that I grab. Hold on, let me look at the API. Maybe I need to grab a different thing instead of that. Oh, ID. Maybe it's ID instead of order. Yeah, I think it's ID instead of order. Let's fix that real fast before we move on. I think order is different things, so it's probably including mega evolutions or something in there. So instead of order, we can still call it order, but we'll just grab .id instead here from the data, and then hopefully that should fix that issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now the numbering is correct at least. So next video, we'll go ahead and clean up everything, and we'll make it look a little bit nicer. We'll apply some stuff here, and yeah. just overall make it look better.